Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tim. I am a retired educator living in Chattanooga, and we talk about a lot of stuff on this channel. And today, I'm starting a series on how I save money. Today's episode is on beef. I buy my beef from various stores for different reasons. But the main way that I save money on beef, as a person eating carnivore, sometimes keto, more interested in keeping my carbs really low than I am at trying to adhere to a very strict carnivore diet. So I typically joke that I'm on the carnivore-ish diet. But one of the mainstays of that is beef, and beef can be very expensive if you just go out to Fresh Market to buy the best cut of meat you can find. I buy the bulk of my meat at Walmart. Now, I don't have a card for Sam's Club. We don't have a Costco, so you may be already saving a lot of money there. That's on my agenda to get, is a membership to Sam's Club, because I think what I'm doing at Walmart will save me even more money by going to Sam's Club. But this is typically what I do. So at 6:30 in the morning, Panera opens, and that's when I go get my second or third cup of coffee. 7:15 or so, I will leave Panera, and I'll drive we have a Walmart superstore very close to my house. And then just a little further the other direction, we have a Walmart neighborhood market. So it's very much a smaller store emphasizing groceries. And I will just walk through. And what I'm looking for are the sell-by dates on things like ribeye, T-bones, New York strip, the pre-made hamburger patties. I don't buy just the hamburger at Walmart anymore, but if they're pre-made and they're cheap enough, I will get those. And I'm just looking for the sell-by date. So I'm making this video on Thursday, January 10th. And I knew that there were things they had a sell-by date of the 11th and the 12th, and then the 14th. So on January 10th, the day before, I went to Walmart and I looked for specials. I found more than I was expecting, I'll be honest. And I bought all that I needed or wanted for this video. If they're not marked down enough on the day before, I go back the day of, because they will be marked down then. The cuts that I got here, I actually got from the Walmart neighborhood market, because sometimes the sell-by dates are not the same at both places for the cuts of meat I'm looking for. And so I picked these up over there. Now let me just walk you through what I've done here. And I have my camera set up here so I can see it. I have a couple of packages of chuck eye, and I paid $7.40 a pound for chuck eye. Now, I did a video some time ago on cooking a chuck roast. The chuck eye is a piece of the chuck roast, and it is the most tender piece of the chuck roast. It will rival a ribeye steak in my mind. This is a really good cut of meat to get to cook, is the chuck eye steak rather than the chuck roast. And it's usually $12 or something a pound. I got it for $7.40 a pound. I consider that a deal. So I paid $7.40 for that one, and I paid $8.58 for that one. Both at $7 and something a pound. I also bought a flank steak. Now, flank steak gets a raw deal, I think. This one I paid $5.92 a pound for. And flank steak has these lines in it where there are membranes running through it that make it tough. And so the thing you want to do with a flank steak is always cut against that grain. And you will separate those pieces so that it's easier to chew. This is still not the best cut of meat, but at under $6 a pound, I'm not going to turn it down. And then I bought a couple of top sirloin steaks, and they were $5.25. marked down about half price. Matter of fact, a little over half price. You'll see I paid $4.04, and it was marked down $4.38. So a little over 50% off. And of course, I bought two. And so this one was $4.31. And then this was not as good a deal, but I went ahead and bought it because it was there. And that is, Walmart will package up a 3-pack of ribeyes or a 3-pack of New York strips. This is New York strip, and I paid $9.98 a pound. That's not an extraordinary deal, but I was out of New York strips, and I went ahead and bought these. So you can say I saved about $6, a little over $6. And one of the other things that I look for, I bought this one before. It's been in the freezer, so don't pay any attention to the sell-by date because I'm cooking these today. And that is, they do a 2-pack of T-bone steaks. And the thing that I found this out on a butcher YouTube channel. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description because if you eat a lot of meat, you should watch his channel. It's really, really good. But one of the things that he pointed out was that Walmart and Sam's Club do this same thing. They put 2 T-bones in, but one of them is a T-bone. You can tell by this little sliver of a piece of meat over here on one side of the bone. And one of them is a porterhouse, and porterhouses are more expensive. So I paid $7.18 a pound for a T-bone and a porterhouse. And I can't go wrong with that. Now, one of the pieces of trouble that I'm in right now is, you can see, I'll show you in a minute, I have this really, really small freezer. Now, my mom's got an extra freezer upstairs, and I could use that if I needed to. But I try to keep everything down here out of the way. And so I need to rearrange my freezer. Stuff is just kind of thrown in there, and I've got plenty of room for more stuff. I just need to organize it. You know that decluttering stuff we talk about? Sometimes you got to declutter your freezer. So we're going to walk through that together. I'll talk about a few of the cuts of meat I've got in there as well. Not all of it came from Walmart evidently, but we'll talk about that too. But this is the main way that I am saving money on beef. I'm going to remove the camera, and then we will come back and talk about the freezer. First of all, I've got some round ice cubes for my whiskey. We'll set that over there. Now in here, oops. I already have some chuck eye steaks, and I paid $8 for these chuck eye. Let me get this up here. Yeah, I paid $8 for these. So you can see that I saved some money when I went back. Food City has a deal of 5 meats for $20. 5 meats for $20. And I used to buy this hamburger. I need to use this up because I don't buy this anymore. I'm going to put that in the sink so it's kind of out of the way. Let's see. This is ribeye. I paid $11.98 a pound for 3 ribeyes. Some more chuck steak. Another little bit of a flat iron steak. I paid $6.74 a pound. Where is that in the? Yeah, there you go. For a smaller flat iron steak than the flank steak. I mentioned in a previous video when I was making a hamburger that when I want to get, I'm going to close this so that the alarm doesn't start sounding. When I want to get ground beef, I go to Aldi's and I get this organic ground beef, and this is so much better than what I could get at Walmart. Now, Walmart does have that, but I rarely find it on sale. And so I'm already at Aldi's for some other things, so I usually get that. The other thing about buying meat, that's frozen together. That's good. About buying meat at Walmart is that they also have fish. So here I bought some wild cod. It was marked down a little over 50% off at $5.21 a pound, because I do like to get something besides beef every once in a while. Again, top sirloin steaks, the family pack, I paid $4.70 a pound for that. I have filet mignon marked down to $12 a pound, $12.44. Another flat iron steak. This is, again, part of that 5 for $20, so I bought some pork chops. Here are boneless pork chops for under $3 a pound. More hamburger patties. What did I pay for this? I paid $11. Paid $12 for 4 pounds. So that's $3 a pound for hamburger meat that's already made into hamburger patties for me. So you can see that by going through this effort, you can save some money on your beef or meat purchases. Now, I find pork is also marked down, but I'm not usually looking for pork. Doesn't satisfy me the way beef does. But I do like an occasional piece of fish, a cod or a salmon, something like that. And so I highly recommend that you just take a walk through Walmart, even if you don't want to go to Walmart, which, trust me, I don't like going to Walmart. But at 7:15 in the morning, there's nobody there. There's nobody in line. Of course, they don't have any cashiers either. You got to do all your checkout yourself. But there's nobody there, and it's really easy to just get in and get out, get what you want, move on. So let's see about putting this stuff back in a way that makes sense to me. So I think because one of the things is, if you don't know what you have, you just keep buying it. I don't need any more packages of hamburger patties. I think I got enough of those. And even if it's on a really, really good sale, I won't be buying it. Fingers crossed. So here is larger packs. Let's see about putting them back maybe this way. So flat irons and sirloins put in here. This is a flat iron, New York strip, and chuck eye. Oh man, I love chuck eye steaks. I'm not kidding about that. I absolutely love them. Pork chops. Yeah, see, when the door's open too long, it gets mad at me, and I don't like that. All right, these have not been in the freezer yet, but they need to go in the freezer. So I have more chuck eye steaks. And again, I think I have enough chuck eye now. I don't have to worry about it. Top sirloin. I probably got enough top sirloin. I don't have to worry about that for a while. And a family pack for top sirloin. This is my New York strip. Another. I don't know if I can keep these up here while I fill this up or not, but we'll see. I've got all my ground beef. I think I'm going to put them up here separately so I can see them really easily. The filet that I'm cooking. More ribeyes. And there you have it. I'll be cooking these T-bones today. I'll usually cook them together in the oven, and then I will put one in the refrigerator to save it for tomorrow. I will reverse sear the other one to eat for today. Haven't decided if it's breakfast or lunch yet, but, that's just how I roll. So let me know in the comments how you're saving money when you buy beef at the grocery store. We'll talk later about other kinds of things that I buy at the grocery to save money and which stores I go to do that. But I wanted to get started today with a quick down and dirty video about beef, because it's not just what's for dinner anymore. It's for every meal of the day. We'll see you next time.